Failing sucks, doesn't it, guys? Welcome again to another new episode of the Hustle Factory podcast, guys. My name is John Limdimas, and I'm back again with another new episode. And this time, I want to cover another my motivational rant series. And at this time around, I've been thinking about how I want to record this episode because there's different ways I can see it this way. So I'll just go ahead and say it the way how I wanted it to be. So first and foremost, I would like to know, guys, how's everybody doing today, and especially how was your Thanksgiving a month ago? Did you guys had a blast? Did you had some good food to eat and so on? Were you able to spend time with your family members or friends? Oh, and then speaking of Thanksgiving as well, guys, if you guys didn't know, a month ago I uploaded an episode during that timeline about the one thing you guys got to start doing more instead of being seasonal. So I will go ahead and link down, that previous episode a month ago in the description below, or you can just simply click the video on the card above it. Oh, and real quick, guys, I just want to go ahead and promote quickly about Raise Energy. Like I said before, I've been at it. I've been doing, or should I say, I've been investing my time on Raise Energy a lot lately. Real quick, I would say that Raise Energy is the only energy drink in the market that has only zero crash, crowdsourced energy drink in the market as well. And most importantly, it's the most refreshing of them all. And I mean, everything is fucking zero. So this is Raise Energy right here, guys. This is basically their limited time only flavor right now. It's what they call mystery flavor. Unfortunately, it's already sold out, but fear no more, guys. I want to go and mention as well that at this time, during Christmas period, Raise Energy is actually doing a current sale. They call it Raise Mass. It's like 25 days of sale and all that. So what it is that they're going to release the limited time only flavors that's from the previous months for only like a short period amount of time. So at the time of this recording, there's only like a week or two before Christmas ends. So as well as this sale, I do apologize if you watch this like at the end of Christmas. So, like I said, by the time I'm recording it, it's still on sale. But if I happen to upload this episode immediately, then take advantage of that opportunity as well. And then lastly, I want to go ahead and mention as well that if you use my code HSPS, you can save like 50% off on all the orders if you guys ever want to give it a try. And I mean, 50% is not much, but it'll save you some, not a whole lot. Today's my motivational rant series episode. It's basically all about one of your greatest teacher in life, and that's exactly what I want to cover up in this episode. I know that Christmas is, or should I say 2022 is literally around the corner, and I gotta say, guys, I'm very bump up and I'm very excited as well, and I'm totally looking forward on Christmas and especially 2022, guys. I mean, isn't it crazy that next year is literally less than a month away? I mean, how ridiculous that is. If you're very excited about that or you're looking forward to it, same thing as me, go ahead and comment down below and let me know what are you exactly looking forward on to it. I know I'm pretty ready about it anyways. So we can all agree for sure that nobody wants to fail in life or whatever it is that they want to pursue in their life. In general, nobody wants to fail. But here's the thing. I do have an issue with that statement about failing in life, and that's exactly what I want to cover in today's episode. So the thing is, and my issue about that is the fact that the majority of us are either scared or just way too worried about failing in life. I mean, I get why they feel this way, and I do understand why they think of that way. It's like a mentality shift, you could say. And also, I believe there is some sort of an ugly truth behind failing as well. So I would say that in the near end of this episode as well. So please don't click out from this video. I want you guys watch it till the very end. And to get on to the episode, guys, I want to tell you guys a few quick short stories about failures by successful people that you may be already familiar with. So first of all, one of them is if you guys know Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is considered one of the greatest NBA players of all time. Did you know when he was in high school, guys, he was cut off from his high school basketball team? Look at him now, guys. He's one of the most recognizable athletes all around the world right now. He has his own shoes, his own branding, and the fact that he was cut off from his own high school team is just mind blowing. And another thing, if you guys know what Disney is, Disney was founded by a guy named Walt Disney. If you guys didn't know, back in his early days, when he used to work in the newspaper section and all that, he got fired from that job early on his career. And the reason why he got fired because apparently they told him that he lacked imagination. That's ridiculous, guys. Do you know how much imagination there are that's going on Disney right now? That's crazy. And you know what? That's not it. Check this out too. Oprah Winfrey. And I mean, we're talking about Oprah Winfrey. So I'm talking about to all the people out there who tune into Oprah Winfrey shows and so on. What was the show about Oprah Winfrey? Oh my God. I forgot. I'm sorry. But aside from that, in her early career as well, Oprah Winfrey was once demoted from her job as a news anchor because they told her that she's literally not cut out for television. She's not fit for that. That's another bullshit ass excuse, guys. I mean, now look at her. The fact they told her she's not fit for television, look where she is at right now. Oprah Winfrey is literally one of the most influential women right now in the world. And not only that, she also is a award-winning talk show host as well. I mean, that's crazy. And lastly, and this is probably one of my favorite failure stories, is that, and it's about one of my favorite rappers as well, and that's Eminem. In the early days of Eminem's career, he's a high school dropout, and he was struggling with personal things going on with drugs and so on. And believe it or not, guys, back then, he was actually doing some self-attempt suicides. I mean, look where Eminem is right now. It's ridiculous. Why am I telling you all this for short stories? Well, I'm trying to make a point here. My point is that not everybody started fresh. Not everybody started so easily. The whole point is everybody started somewhere along the line. You got to start it from the bottom, just like from that song from Drake. Started from the bottom now, and well, you know what I mean. You'll get it. I mean, that's just a few of the stories of failures by these famous people that we all know of right now. And I'm telling you, there's a plethora out there. There's shitload of them, which, in my honest opinion, it's gonna take almost an hour to do so. If you're liking what you're hearing so far on this episode, guys, please don't forget to press that thumbs up button if you see a massive value to this. And please share this to anyone that you know who needs to hear it. And also comment down below as well. I just want to go ahead and ask you guys a question of the day, And now that I have mentioned all this, what is your main take about failing? What is your perspective when it comes to that? Whether it's a positive or negative or both, please comment down below and don't just tell me something stupid as, oh no, failing is stupid. Tell me why, Give me a reason. Let's start a conversation here on the comment section. I mean, you don't even have to be in the comments. It could be as simply as, go into my Twitter timeline and by the way, follow me there at John Limdimas or at H Factory Podcast. Links will be in below. All right. So now that we got that question of the day out of the way, I would say this. The whole main reason why some of us feel this way is honestly, it's just the way how we were raised. And honestly, depending on which household you live into, it just literally varies how it is or how it's handled. So what I'm saying is it just really depends on which household you live into. And yes, I'm talking about your parents out there or where you are raised from, where you're from, whether you could be from the Philippines, from the US, Puerto Rico, somewhere around the world, who gives a damn? All I'm saying is it just really varies because at the end of the day, not everyone will have the same principles and values about failing, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Now, there is one thing I will agree about the concept of failing, and that is it is never a fun feeling to have it in the first place. It's never fun failing at all. I would say that it's very crushing at first. But I tell you what, there's one thing that the majority of us are missing, and that is the bigger picture of failing. And you may ask, what is the bigger picture of failing? Well, that's the fact that, first of all, you have to eat shit first. That's it. And you may ask, what do I mean by that? Well, here's my take on that. If you really want to be successful in life in general, you have to first accept the reality that the fact that you have to fucking fail straight up. You just have to. That's it. And in my honest opinion, that is my own version of eating shit. And I mean, this concept of eating shit is actually done and said by one of my favorite OG content creators out there, Gary Vaynerchuk. So Gary V, if you're seeing this content somehow by miraculously, hit me up. I would love to collaborate with you sooner than I think. I don't know, but basically, on he has his own take as well on eating shit and so on. And I do hope I was able to interpret it the same way as he is. And I would like to go ahead and basically, guys, I would like to close out this episode by just saying some of the few things. So, first of all, I just want you guys to remember that before you start embarking on a very ambitious dream or goal that you're setting up, I need you guys to remember that failures, no matter what, and I mean, no matter what, you can never avoid them. That's it. You just can't avoid them. No matter how many times you pray, no matter how many times you bitch and whine about it, you just can't avoid them. You have to accept this. And I promise you guys, as soon as you start accepting this reality, everything will be much easier in your end and everything will start to make a whole lot of sense more. And another thing, failure isn't necessarily mean failure. What I'm saying is it doesn't necessarily mean you fucked up or you messed up. I mean, there's a reason why it's called a lesson. It will always be a lesson to be learned no matter what, no matter what you say or what you see about it. And guys, if you're already seeing it that way, then I promise you again, you have already won the game of life. And as soon as I start dwelling into entrepreneurship or in this type of space, I started seeing life in general as a some sort of a level on a video game where if you fail on a certain level and so on, you can simply try again and just keep trying until you finally finish that level. You guys remember that back in the day when you were a kid, you were playing that arcade game and then you keep failing, but you keep putting more coins or a quarter. That's just how life is. You just gotta keep trying over and over again until you finally get it. And just remember, just keep pushing forward and start moving on like a fucking boss. And lastly, and most importantly, guys, I want you guys to always to keep in mind that failures are only temporary. They're not meant to stay in your life forever. It's not meant to be like that. But I will tell you this for sure: failure will be permanent as hell if you let that shit get into your fucking head and never moving on with your life. And if you keep dwelling into it, if you keep dwelling in your past failures and so on, guys, I will promise you this: you're gonna have a miserable life and you will never be able be at peace. But the whole point of all that is you gotta be start being accountable to your own fucking actions. Yes, be fucking accountable. And that, guys, is basically end of this episode, guys. I want to go ahead and just quickly mention again. Use code HSPS to save 15% off on all the orders on repsports.com or in Race Energy if you want to give them a try. Just give them a shot. I mean, like I said before, I've been trying to make this episodes much shorter, less than 30 minutes and so on, because I don't want you guys getting bored about it. And like I said, if you guys want to give us a follow or hit us up on our social media platforms, I'm practically live on Twitter, Instagram, and not to mention as well on TikTok at John Limdimas, and also on my podcast as well. And you can also listen this podcast on other platforms as well, like Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever it is your preferred choice of platform. You can check us out there. We are live there as well. Oh, and YouTube as well. And other than that, guys, I would like to go ahead and thank every single one of you guys ever tuning in or watching on this podcast monthly. I really do appreciate for all the support that you guys have given me since day one. And I just want you guys to know that we only had like 20 subscribers so far on this YouTube channel. And I am very humble and thankful for that. And like I said before, I promise that I will start dropping more content like this every time now and then. And other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a great holidays. Spend time with your family out there, and New Year's Eve as well. And I will see you guys next year, January 2022. So John Limdimas signing out. Have a great day, guys.